I didn't know the laws. I didn't really know how an IEP should be written, and I just knew that it wasn't right. It wasn't enough.
The first junior high principal took me aside. She said they would not go through her doors to the junior high, and I said, "They're not your doors."
We were surrounded by a dozen people, all professionals from the same school district, and we are two lonely parents.
De primero, como nosotros no sabíamos nada, la verdad es que no sabíamos nada, sí nos fuimos de la escuela tristes. Claro que sí, porque yo cuando llegué con Consuelo, yo llegué triste, porque yo pensé que no podía ayudar a mi hijo.
Jared needed a lot of interventions. He's a child who has autism, and he needed to be in the school setting for a longer period of time than the school was willing to give him. He also needed intensive services, and through Equip for Equality's intervention, we were able to get that accomplished.
Show me three.
We.
Three.
We.
The school realized that they needed to provide these services because under the law they're required to provide a free appropriate public education, and they weren't doing that for him or his peers in the classroom setting. And not only was he affected by this, but other kids in the classroom were affected and commented that there was a positive impact on the educational setting and ability to learn.
I kept bumping the walls in my other room.
She got in her room and got stuck, and she's in there yelling for help because she can't get her chair backed up or turned around.
Like, whoa, she's a bumper car.
In the adoption agreement, we had sat at the kitchen table and we went through a whole list of all these different things that Andy might need as she got older. And at the time, she was a little bitty thing. Well, by the time she was 10, we did need it. And that's when we started running into the problems. We didn't have money to fight anymore.
Kenneth and Denise couples tried very hard to get DCFS to do what they had promised, but they just ran into red tape, bureaucracy, and all kinds of delays to get the services that they had been promised. Once they contacted Equip for Equality and DCFS knew that they had a lawyer, things changed.
The things that were essential to me was the lift for getting her out of her chair into the bathtub. The Whirlpool tub has been great because after she's soaked in the tub of warm water for a little while, I can actually straighten her legs, and her legs don't normally straighten. That in itself has been amazing.
Let's start with this. What is that? How do you spell? What is it? A. Yeah, this spells David. It's spelled book.
They had this new wheelchair for him, and they were excited about the abilities that he could use with it, and unfortunately it couldn't fit onto the bus, and the school would not allow for the bus to take him to school, so he had no way to get to school and therefore couldn't get an education to which he's entitled to. The school ignored the family's request, repeated calls and pleas to let their son get on the bus so that he could go to school.
And by me contacting Equip for Equality, they taught me or showed me how to go about getting better equipment for him, how to talk to the principals, the teachers. I got a team of people working with me, and with them behind me, I can do it better. But if I don't have help, then I'm lost. I'm just as lost. Actually, I'm disabled if I don't have help. Okay, well, just tell me how much you love me first.
This much.
This much.
This much.
This much. It made my life a lot easier.
Every time he sees me, he will come to me and plays with me, and he wasn't like that before.
And now I can have friends over and like dance and have activities going in here and stuff, and it's just a great room.
I want you to dance again, so I can see you. I'd like to get to know you, and you don't have to act naughty.